Starting a business gets romanticized, doesn't it? It's adventurous, it's cool, it's sexy, you'll be your own boss. Feras here. In this episode, I want to cover the mental struggle that we go through when we're deciding to start our own business, whether it's a side hustle or whether it's a full-time business. And these days, you can easily start a business. You can go online, incorporate, get your federal tax ID number, open a bank account, and now you're a business owner. But that's not it. There's a lot to it. In my opinion, there's nothing like having your own business, being your own boss. But in the same breath, I always say it's not for everyone. Having your own business is not for everyone. Now, why do I say this? Say you have a stable job in a small business or in corporate, and you enjoy what you're doing, you're putting the time in, you're getting promoted, there are different career paths you can pursue. That's great. At the same time, and to be totally honest, we get used to this apparent security of having a job and also the predictability of this paycheck, the pay stub coming in, week out. Not to mention the benefits, the perks, the bonuses, and everything else companies are throwing at employees to retain them, given the employee market we're living in this post-pandemic era. My first and most important advice is, are you ready, willing, and able? Do you have what it takes? Are you ready mentally, financially? Are you willing to put in the time, the effort, the resources, tap into your savings? And are you able to have the skills and the subject matter expertise and the tenacity to grow and succeed in this business? Maybe you're in one of these two categories. You're out of the job. Maybe you left the company, you got laid off, you're on a sabbatical, or maybe you took that package when the company wasn't doing that well, but you have time on your hand and you're ready to go at it full time. That's scenario one. Scenario two, you already have a stable job and you're thinking of a side hustle. Depending on what stat you look at, 50 to 60% of Americans are looking to do something, a side hustle. In this series, I'll cover these two scenarios. Speaking with many friends and entrepreneurs, especially here in Silicon Valley, it feels like everyone is thinking of a side hustle. I start by questioning the viability of the business idea and also interrogate how serious, how committed they are to this venture. I'll cover the commitment and personal considerations later. For now, let's talk about vetting the idea. Let's talk about identifying the business idea itself. Let me go over these 4 criteria. The first criteria is about the business idea solving a problem or addressing an unmet need. So let's take some examples. GoPro, or many of the Apple products. We didn't think that we needed those products till we started to use them, and then we got addicted to them. But the product and the service or the solution, they don't have to come from a global company with billions of dollars in marketing and R&D. I don't watch a lot of TV, but I do watch Shark Tank. And I'm fascinated by the ideas and the creativity of founders, small businesses that end up growing and blowing it up out of the water. Who thought that Comfort Socks, I think the brand was called Bombas, that's how you say it, who thought they would grow to $225 million in sales? Or Squatty Potty would go to over $160 million in sales. Folks, Squatty Potty.
It's potty time!
So if these folks came up with an idea that solved a problem that consumers had, you can too. And it doesn't have to be a product. It could be a services business. Think of that mobile mattress delivery business. Think of hiring Santas or the online prenup agreements. Let's go over some other examples. During the pandemic, grocery stores, restaurants, and others in the food services, they realized, or at least some of them, that customers wanted food delivered, grocery delivered. So businesses that took advantages of that, they pivoted and they were able to offer curbside pickup or delivery. They survived, they thrived, and they avoided bankruptcy. You need to ask yourself if the business idea addresses an unmet need. Ask your friends, ask your family members, ask potential users of that service. Understand the pain points of that vertical. And as you start developing the idea, keep what Theodore Levitt, the Harvard professor, was famous for saying. People are not looking to buy a 1/4-inch drill. They're looking to make a 1/4-inch hole. I would go further and say people just want to assemble their shelves. So keep focused on the idea and the problems people are trying to solve. And don't forget to give back. Today's thought is simple. Give some discount to a nonprofit of your choosing.